if I can play at that speed for 5 minutes. Now here's a couple issues with double bass real quick, and then we'll wrap up. We talked about the control thing. Like Zach said, man, it was hard to control my body when I have all this stuff that I have to play. So there's control, there's endurance, like being able to play for long periods of time or a lot. Speed, because a lot of the stuff I'm talking about here is fast. So this is a very physical kind of way to play drums. It's not like I'm just sitting here playing a 4-piece drum set doing this kind of stuff all day, which is what I mostly do. But when you play all this stuff, you gotta hit it hard, it's big, it's very physical.
So you use your arms doing it?
Yeah, I mean, you saw that show, I was exhausted when I was done with that. I was sore all weekend. Yeah.
How do you like speed up when you're playing slow and you speed up and slow down again?
Well, there's control, but when I'm playing, I use my ankles a lot.
Like what do you do?
I use my ankles for the faster notes. So you're asking like what I'm playing exactly?
Yeah.
Like if I do this? Okay, well it's just like think about your hands. You can play that, right? Do that. Play it on your chair or something. Do this. So it's the same thing, you just use your feet. And something that I think is really good for you guys, if you want to develop some of this stuff, is, well, maybe it doesn't apply to you since you're homeschooled, but you guys, you're not homeschooled. Are you homeschooled? Okay. All right, so if you're not homeschooled and you're sitting in school and you're bored out of your mind, who gets bored in school? All right, so to be honest with you, most of the stuff that I know now that I teach everybody, I learned in high school because when I was bored in school, instead of getting in trouble and goofing around and stuff, I actually would read drum books and I would practice like on my legs and do different things. I learned a lot of that stuff in high school. So I did a lot of this. Just practicing things like that. And it's something you can do in the car if you're just in the backseat of the car not doing anything. I play most of the time this way, but when you're talking about playing fast double bass drum playing, it's almost impossible to move your legs that fast. Because like, if you're me, I'm like almost 200 pounds. That means that this part of my body and this part of my body is probably easily maybe 60 pounds each. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't actually cut my leg off and weighed it before, but like it's a lot of weight to move around. So you use your ankle a lot. Same way you would use your wrist.
Someone like this?
Would you have your feet on the ground or would you have it up with just...
I have it up but use my ankles. Yeah.
So you do it like this?
Yes. Yeah, which I have terrible ankles, so that's really hard for me. I had to work really hard to get to where I am now, and I'm not even very good at it. And if you ever go on YouTube and just type in like double bass playing, there's some people that are monsters at double bass.
Yeah.
Monsters. They're absolutely monsters. But that's all they play, most of them, though. They don't know how to play anything else. Ask them to play something simple like... They might have a real hard time with that. And the other thing is do they have good timing? Because there's a difference between being able to play all this cool stuff that's really fast and flashy, and then someone who can keep time for a band. Which brings me back to the parade. Did you guys notice how our timing wasn't very good in the parade, just in general?
Because they kept on going fast. We had to catch up.
It had nothing to do with that. I'm just talking about the music. And it's not really any one person's fault. It's just we had so many people playing at the same time who have never played together before. And that's what it was. Like the drum sets were all together. And the drum line on the front of the float was all together, but they weren't together with each other. People off the float weren't together really with the people on the float. So it's just hard to do. Timing's just hard in general. So really a good drummer is someone who can keep really good time.
What's your band called?
We don't have a name yet. I'll let you know when we figure it out. All right? Cool. So that's it. I'll see you guys next week. Even though you guys do not have school, we still have class.